We just made a big old pot of smoked white chicken chili. And I'm gonna tell you what, after we put it all together and did all the hard labor and work, it came out absolutely fantastic. We got a twist at the end that I hope you stay for. Hey guys, welcome to Pellets and Pits. I'm Neil. Watch this. Alrighty, to get our chicken prepped. Obviously, the hardest part about the whole thing, I think sometimes, is just getting all the junk out of the bag. Whole bird today. We're gonna be able to spatchcock it. Have about a 5.5 pound bird. I'm just gonna pat it dry, just get all the excess moisture off of it. The backbone runs like this. There's plenty of options. Typically, kitchen shears are your best option. You're just gonna separate it right down the back. Holy smokes. Them birds are active today.
They better be careful, they'll be on our smoker.
Before and after. I am saving that. We're gonna smoke that, and that is gonna go in our stock for later. All right, the backbone's out. I'm just gonna take a knife, a light, down the breastbone, and then that's gonna open it up for us, just like that, okay? Trim the excess. Now that your chicken has been spatchcocked, I'm just gonna squirt a little bit of avocado oil. I actually prefer duck fat, but ultimately I'm out of it. It's extremely hard to find. Not all my grocery stores have it.
It's a sprayable duck fat.
Yep. So I'm just going to coat this on the inside and out. It just acts as like a little binder. It helps crisp up the skin while it's on the smoker and allows your seasonings to stick. All right, for a seasoning today, just a simple salt, pepper, garlic, and butter. This can be found on my website, theflattopking.com. All right, now that I flipped it over, I've got the dark meat right in the middle versus having the breast meat in the middle. And the reason that is because on my Pit Boss, along with probably a large majority of the smokers, wherever the fire pot is, that's your hottest side, okay? So the dark meat can take a higher heat, and so that's what we're gonna do. So it's little things like that that go a long ways when you're dealing with your pellet smoker. Same thing as the backside, just a nice even coating. All right, we've got our smoker up to temp. We're gonna hover around 250. All right, remember I said the middle is the hottest part, so that's why we got the dark meat right here. We've got our external probe right there, just making sure that our temperature is staying consistent because the Pit Boss thermometer is all the way over there. So just giving you two different temperatures so you can adjust your temperature as needed. We're going to smoke this until the internal temperature about 165. All right, we just pulled the chicken. And now we're just gonna set some vegetables on our smoker. While the smoker's on, we're gonna utilize all that flavor. We have 2 poblanos, 2 jalapenos, a bell pepper, 2 ears of corn, and 1 onion. What we're gonna do now is just shut the lid. We're gonna cruise about that 250 mark and just allow that natural flavor of the hardwood and stuff like that to come back into it. Let me show you the chicken. There's that backbone that we cut out of. I don't know if you can hear that. That's absolutely crispy. That's just what you want when you're doing chicken.
Yum.
But you gotta be patient. At this point, we just wanna wrap it because it's very, very, very important to get all that moisture back into the chicken before you start shredding it up. All right, the chicken's rested, and I just wanna give the recipe a little bit of twist. This is what I would do if I was making it, so I don't think there's any difference for me shying away from it. Most recipes you're gonna see that calls for chicken stock, 32 ounces, which is basically a box. I'm gonna show you the results at the end so I don't bore you with all the details. Basically what I do, you've already got a canvas here that's probably the most flavorful canvas you can imagine. Remember we saved the backbone, 8 cups of water, in. Black peppercorns, in. Garlic and bay leaves, in. Let me smash the garlic real quick. An onion, carrot, and celery. That is going to be the foundation of the stock with all the bones that we save from this chicken. So I'm going to save a lot of the chicken. If it's good rendered fat, skin, I'm going to keep it in the chicken section. If not, I'm going to take that bone just like that. Notice I didn't add any salt to this, and right there. Now we're creating our own chicken stock. This is going to take about an hour to reduce. I've got 8 cups of water in there. Obviously, you're looking for about 4 cups of liquid. If you end up reducing it too much, you can always have extra or just add a little bit more water to it. I'm gonna shred this up. I'm sure you don't need to see me shredding it up. We've all done it before, but you can see how great the skin is. That's just like a chef's kiss right there. And then all the bones with that skin, with the fat, all that collagen right in. I'm going to show you why I think it's important to take your chili from like good to great. And I think that step of making your own stock does that. So this is a stock or broth that you would typically buy at the grocery store. And I'm just going to show you really quickly. 1 more hour, I mean, and you can see the difference in the clarity. When this sets up, it's got plenty of gelatin in it, which I think will help thicken the chili to go on. I mean, look at the difference. That's why I think just 1 more step, 1 more method, 1 more chance, and you've got a fantastic product. These are all of our bones, our salt, our vegetables and all that stuff. You can see I strained it. That's why we kept the skins on, because you're going to strain it anyways. So now what we've got our Dutch oven out here. We've got it on. Now we're going to saute those vegetables. I'm going to show you how to prep those. Our vegetable is smoked 1 hour at 250. You can see that we picked up some color. Obviously, it's made a little bit tender. So we're just going to chop it into what I would call chili size. You're just trying to match the size of your vegetables. Two tablespoons of butter. We're just going to simply cut up the rest of the vegetables and throw them in the pot. While our vegetables have cooked down, you can see how nice, tender, and translucent the onions are. We're going to just add all of our herbs, seasonings, and spices. One can of green chilies. We're gonna add that stock in, add that chicken in. Bean of choice. We have Great Northern beans, we have navy beans, and we have Catalina beans. I've taken the navy beans, I've drained them, I did not rinse them, and I have mashed them up. This is gonna help give us some consistency, some thickness to our chili. We are going to strain our beans. Once you've combined all your ingredients, you're just looking to give it a good stir. Bring everything back up to temp. And let all those flavors just kind of marry together. Just like that, your white chili is almost done. I did add about a cup more of that box stock because it's consistency that I like. The more you add, obviously, the thinner it gets. And here we go. We're going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese at the end. Make sure you have seasoned and tasted at this point. Remember we made the stock, we did not season that stock with salt. So I've added enough salt to this of what I like. Because you got to remember, once you go from 8 cups of water to 4 cups of water, if you salt that stock at 8 cups and it reduces, obviously that's a ton of salt left with your 4 cups of stock. So just a point of note of point, something, whatever you want to say. Slowly incorporate that in. Let that do its thing. Got a little heavy cream. Right at the very end, I'm gonna give it about 8 ounces, about a cup. After everything's come together nice and slow, this is what you're left with. Creamy, warm, spicy, smoked white bean chili. That is absolutely fantastic. To finish it off, this is what we got. Some shredded cheese. We have some green onion right here. I'm just gonna quickly chop it. A little rough chopped cilantro. And if you've hung with me this far, I think it's the star of the show. Make your own stock is key. What we did, we pulled that skin off the breast. It came off in one piece. Didn't throw it away, and we did not use it for stock. We put it back on the smoker. We put the vegetables on there, kind of like a little treat. And this is what you're left with. Crispy chicken skin. Nice textural balance, smoky. And a great chili topper.
Kind of like the idea of tortilla strips.
Or bacon, or yeah, anything. This is that textural difference. Portion out a nice bowl, and how you garnish it is up to you. Nice little dollop of sour cream, little cheese, little green onion, little cilantro, and that crispy chicken fat right there. About everything you can ask for out of a pot of chili. It's smoky, it's creamy, it's spicy. In a nutshell, it's kind of light. I know that sounds crazy after all the effort and all the work, but ultimately, this is probably one of the better dishes that we've done recently. I should say that. The crispy chicken skin, game changer. Everybody should be doing it. You can't tell that I've been chugging this pot over here. It's everything that I want. You guys can be different, but here's the tip/trick. You could put this back on your smoker and cook it for hours. Your canned beans already done, your chicken's already done. I would rather take that extra time that it takes to cook it on a smoker and infuse more flavor through the stock style. So it's kind of like the same time range, but we just did it differently. I think making your own stock is key, especially with those smoked bones from the chicken. And then putting those vegetables back on the smoker and allowing those to adhere a little bit of smoke before you sauteed them was absolutely perfect. It tastes like it's been smoked all day long. Do you think so?
Well, give me a bite.
Oh, geez, you act like you haven't tasted it. Don't fool the camera. You know you've been chowing down. It's good enough where the garnish seems like it's not even necessary. I mean, it is just fantastic out of the Dutch oven. And lastly, once it comes together, you're only looking really to infuse the flavors. You don't have to cook it long. The chicken's done. The beans are done. You're just incorporating those flavors. And once it's all said and done, it is, you should give this away as gift box. A gift box set. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace. That crispy chicken skin right there.
Time to eat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.